Okay, today is my makeup basket recap for July. I did have quite a lot of everyday products, so I might talk about some of them that are more new, but usually I don't. But if you'd like to hear more about those everyday products, then let me know and I'll talk about those some. But the first thing that I'm going to talk about are the eye products that I used. So I had quite a few eye products, and sorry if I'm looking off to the side like that. I'm looking at my list to make sure that I actually get everything. So the first two eyeshadow products that I used were the ColourPop ones here in High Tide and Sugar, and I like them okay, but you know, I kind of expected a little bit more from them considering how people talked about ColourPop, but they're not bad. I'm not sure, unless the color is like truly amazing, that I would really be into buying ColourPop again. I don't know. So far, I mean, they're nice, but they're not amazing, and from what I've seen, they have very little actual product in the pan. I did not get to the Urban Decay Fireball. I just never even opened that. And I completely forgot that I had the Kat Von D Esperanza palette in there. So the one that I did use in the first half of the month was the Too Faced Romantic Eye Palette, and it looks like this. I did not use a ton of it. I mostly used these three colors and this one right here. I don't think that I used any of the other colors. I think it was just these like highlighty type shades and then this one right here. Then in the next 2 weeks I had the Boardwalk Boozing for Wet n Wild, which I used in my last video, but not all that often. I just really didn't feel like the big color. But I did use the pink, the blue, and the purple one right here, and that was in my last video. Okay, and then I had 3 MAC quads. This one here is Cutie, and I used these 2 purple shades in my last video as well, along with the Wet n Wild palette. And then this is what I'm actually wearing today, and this is the Angel Flame quad, and I'm using these 3 just as a really light look. My favorite one though, and my favorite of this whole time, has been this MAC quad, and this is called Call Me Bubbles. And I don't think I filmed anything with this look, but I used all 3 of these 2 on the, I think this one was on the lid, this one was in the crease, and then this one's like a lower liner color. And I actually really liked this one. This one is the favorite of the entire month. I also started paying that palette this month, so I am using the NYX Nude on Nude as well. The other eye product that I had that wasn't eyeshadow was this NYX mascara in Perfect Pear, and it's a green mascara like that. And I actually had this in my first makeup basket of the month, but I actually didn't get around to using it until this last one, along with the Wet n Wild palette. And then I have been using the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Bolds Volume Mascara, whatever it's actually called. The Sumptuous Bold Volume Lifting Mascara. So I have been using this one, which I talked about in my last update because I've been using that for a little while, but I added in this month the Pixi Lash Booster Mascara, and I got this in an Ipsy a while ago. I actually have not had Ipsy for the entirety of this year, so this actually came in sometime last year. And it looks like this. I don't like it, and my stopper is coming up. So I'm going to give this the 3 months, so 2 more months on this, and then just call it quits whether it's done or not, because I really don't like it. Then I had 2 cream highlighters along with the ColourPop eyeshadows. In the first one, I was using the ColourPop Monster Super Shock Cheek color, and I really liked this. This was like probably one of my favorite out of the ColourPop things that I purchased. And then I had the Urban Decay Moonshine Cream Highlight, and I am doing that. That's what it looks like. I don't know that I'll actually be able to finish this before it goes bad because I've had it for a really long time, but I have hit pan, so I am going to continue to work on this. This may end up being my every time cream highlight for a while, just so I can try to use up as much of it as I can. Then in the first 2 weeks, I did not have any powder cheek products because I really wanted to kind of work with the Project Pan items as well as the cream ones. But in the second makeup basket, I did pick 2 powder products. The first one was the Mineralized Blush in Misbehave from MAC. And I like this. It's very light, so it was nice to kind of go over the other colors without taking away or really changing the colors that were already on my face. Then the other one was the MAC Beauty Powder in Play It Proper. And it looks like this, kind of a pinky color. And I pretty much use this like a highlight, but actually where I would go over more than just the highlight. I actually don't think I put it on today. What I would do, because I didn't put it on, so I would go over where the highlight was, but I would also bring it down over the top of the blush too, to kind of just give it a little bit of a pearly finish. This would actually be really nice without a cream blush under it, just to have a nice, very subtle shine there, but without much of a highlight. Then for foundation, I've been using the Revlon Nearly Naked this past month. I've been using it the whole time, and hopefully I can get a little bit more use out of it before it goes bad. I've used up actually quite a bit because I barely used this prior to this makeup basket, and I've used maybe about 1/3 of it, so I'm hoping that over the next month I can use up a good chunk of it before it goes bad, because I really think it is starting to go bad. Then I've been using the Tarina Tarantino Pearl Glow Primer, and this was in the Jewel Box kit that I got. And it's okay, it's a primer. I don't love it. It's more of a lotion-y type. But I've also been using this, the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer, just in this area right here. I don't love the pore minimizing primers. I feel like they don't actually minimize my pores that much, but I did like the Professional better than that. I'm not sure if this was in my last one, but this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 15 Fair. I use it just under my eyes as a concealer, and it's working. It doesn't cake up, which is basically, as long as it covers and does not crease or cake up, I am good with concealers. And then I have been continuing with my Pixi bronzer, and this is in Subtly Sun Touch. It's a little light. I mean, I don't need a heavy bronzer, but this one is really pale. It almost doesn't show up, and it may be that I've got hard pan and it's just not picking up a lot of product. but I'm having a hard time with this. It's really bumpy too. It's kind of strange. I had never used it before, like maybe June. So yeah, but I'm trying to work on this. I think it's not that deep, so I'm actually hoping I can finish this out this year. I used 2 masks this month. The first one was the Tony Moly I'm Real Red Wine Sheet Mask. And this one was okay. I didn't love it. It smelled like kind of fermenting grape juice. It didn't quite smell like red wine, but it smelled like grape juice. And it was okay. It was a sheet mask. It's supposed to be the red wine, so it's supposed to be anti-aging. I didn't really feel like it did anything really, but as far as sheet masks go, as long as they feel good while they're on, that's really what I'm after. I would expect more results from something that claims to be moisturizing than anti-aging and that kind of thing. And the other one that I had was the Leaders In Solution Aqua Dressing Mask. And this one was also supposed to be anti-aging. This one was kind of cool. It was a gel mask. I think I might actually have another one, and I actually really like this. This one you're actually supposed to leave on a little bit longer, about 30 to 40 minutes. I think I left mine on maybe about 25, 30 minutes, because I didn't realize that most sheet masks, they're like leave it on for 10 minutes. This one was actually supposed to be on for 30 to 40 minutes, so I didn't leave it on as long as I should have probably, but it was a gel. So it actually fit better and it felt cool on the face. It kind of smelled like cleaner though. So the last group of things that I have are lip products, and that's where I had most of my products this time because I bought a lot of lip products in June. So the one that I had all times was this one here, and this is the L'Oreal Color Riche Balm, and it is in Heavenly Berry. And I used this when I was using the Benetint just as a topper sometimes. And then I had the ColourPop ones that I bought. I had the lip primer, which is just a clear, kind of balmy product. And then I had the 3 colors here in Brink, Fiesta, and Tootsie, and I think I probably wore them each once. And then I had my Colored Rain liquid lipsticks in Mars and 24/7. I think out of the 2 of these I really liked 24/7, but I do like them both, and I just never got around to Lolita. I am still trying to truly focus on my Project Pan colors, so while I did pick other colors, I used my Project Pan one more. And then the last 2 lip products were both from MAC. These were my last one. This was the MAC Kissable Lip Color in Peacocky, and this one was at the Lip Glass in Russian Red. And I actually wore both of these in my last video. If you saw that, you'll know that I actually changed the color in the middle of the video because I disliked it so much. This is really not my favorite, and I did like this one. But that is everything for my makeup basket recap. I will see you guys tomorrow with my next makeup basket, and I will have another recap at the end of August. Talk to you guys later. Bye.